My name's Kane Pollard. I'm the executive chef at Topiary in the foothills of Adelaide. And we're a family-run business and have been for the past 10 years. Everything we create is based around living the way that our ancestors did 100 years ago and how that makes the world a better place. So yeah, I grew up as part of a market gardening family up in the Adelaide Hills. Spent my school holidays picking rhubarb, weeding nettles. So I think the passion and the drive to explore flavours and scents and picking up what's going on around you came fairly early on. There's so many facets to being in tune with the season. We go to the market every week. We talk to suppliers, producers, growers every day. We have incredible regulars that live minutes up the road dropping things in. Then we're also going foraging each morning, whether that be in the forest or down the stream near the restaurant or around my house. And I find myself driving from my home to the restaurant each day, and you're constantly alert as to what's going on. You're constantly alert as to what's starting to sprout on the side of the roads. By looking at all of those little bits and pieces throughout your week, you can start to put together what's actually happening with produce at that point in time. So on top of breads and butters, we make all our own cheeses on site. By making your own cheese on site, not only do you end up with the halloumi cheese itself, for example, but once the cheese making process is done, the halloumi's been derived, we bring the whey up to the boil, we hit it with a little bit of vinegar, and that pulls out that last little bit of ricotta that we need. So you've got your halloumi, you've got your ricotta, and then you still end up with the whey. And with that whey, we've made champagne vinegars, we've made whey caramels, we've used it to brine meats and seafood. So every little part of that process is used. Not only is it used, it's injecting a new flavor profile or a new texture into a dish that wouldn't have been there if we had have just bought the cheese in. Looking back on my career, I think the most exciting part has been the learning process. And then the past 10 years here at Topiary has given me that opportunity to share some of that knowledge, not only with the other chefs, but with the diners, and not necessarily by coming out and teaching them, but by talking them through processes of how we do certain things here on site and getting them excited about trying that at home and why, like where things come from and how can they shift their thinking into a more sustainable headset, and what can they do at home, what can they do in their businesses to continue to contribute back to the earth that we've been taking from for so long.